All right, well, let's have a little chat. Where have I been and why? Most people probably aren't even thinking about that, and that's totally fine. But I've been away from making YouTube videos, haven't been very active on Instagram either, and figured it was time for a check-in and maybe talk a little bit about why and where I've been. So I've been dealing with some health issues lately. That's part of the reason. But health issues are, of course, exacerbated by stress. And these are stressful times. I'm doing my best to face the reality that I live in a country where a white man can walk into a church and murder 9 black people who are holding a Bible study and who are hospitable to him and invite him in. And he can then literally not only leave that church safely in police custody, but get taken to McDonald's for a meal on his way to the police station. While, on the other hand, a brown man can be here with a valid social security number and a permit to work legally in this country and get shot in cold blood in the street in front of his 3-year-old daughter and wife. And there seems to be no accountability for those that perpetrate these type of crimes. There is a level of inequality that is beyond shameful. And as I observe, I can't escape the reality that the last couple of years have set the trajectory of this country and its treatment of the marginalized back decades. And I'm really tired of the let's talk metal and not politics bullshit. Because at the end of the day, issues like this are not merely political. They're moral. These are moral issues. If you support the administration of a man and the man himself who was found guilty of raping a woman and had to pay her millions of dollars, and he still gets to sit in the Oval Office and run the fucking country. And let's face it, we all know he's all over the fucking files. He's done more harm to people, and not just any people, to women, to minorities, to immigrants, to the queer community. That's no longer political. And even if you want to talk politics, he has done the opposite of every talking point, every promise made during his campaign. No more wars. We're at war. We are bombing brown school children and viewing it as collateral damage. He said gas prices wouldn't go up, closing in on $4 a gallon. He said the economy would do better. Absolutely not. So even from a political perspective, he's a liar and a fraud. But way bigger than that are the issues of morality. The fact that I live in a predominantly Black and Hispanic community. I worry about my neighbors. They're good people. They're hardworking people. And people choosing to look the other way, people choosing to willfully believe a narrative that is so obviously bullshit. The man got shot because the thugs who are given a badge and a bulletproof vest and firearms have zero training in handling difficult situations. And this was not a particularly difficult situation. Watch the video, educate yourself. So all that to say, that's where I've been. It's hard for me as a person with at least a shred of empathy to continue going about my life, to continue posting videos about metal. I when I hop on Instagram, I do so to see what's going on in the world of music that I love. But the algorithms got us as well. I see tons of rage. I want to say rage bait. But the reality is, when what I see is things like this, is things like a man protecting another protester, exercising his First Amendment rights, getting shot in the back after being stripped of his weapons, while another ICE thug standing on the sidelines cheers. When I watch a woman say, "I'm not mad at you, dude," and try to drive away and get shot multiple times and then get called a fucking bitch. When I see men like in Texas and Maine getting gunned down, not even the target of the investigation, and getting shot and then bleeding out, being handcuffed in front of a wife and 3-year-old daughter in her bluey pajamas. I don't know how we continue to just function like things are normal. Because this is not the kind of normal I want to exist in. And it sickens and saddens me how many of my friends, family members, others in the metal community either look the other way and say, "Hey, I don't want to get political." Fuck that. Fuck politics. This is a morality issue. Innocent people are being murdered. People are being stripped of rights that they've fought for decades, centuries to obtain. And we sit idly by and say, "I don't want to talk politics." Do you understand what a privilege that is? Do you understand that you being able to say, "I don't want to get political," is a privilege, because it's not affecting you? And especially for those of you who are white Americans and don't live in proximity or have any touch points with minority communities, marginalized communities, you need to educate yourself. Fuck your ignorance. Fuck your privilege. Own it. I'm privileged. I don't have to worry about myself or my family getting pulled over and shot because we don't stop immediately, or we're so afraid for our safety that we sort of choke and just don't know what to do, and the next thing you know, we've got multiple bullets in our bodies. That's a fucking privilege, sad to say. It should be a right. And it's a right that you have, that other people who work just as hard as you and who come from just as much shit as you do have had more difficulty, most likely, than you've ever had. You are ignorant of your own privilege. So grow the fuck up, educate yourself. Enough weaponized terms, enough using terms like woke and commie. These bullshit terms. Just look at the facts. So I don't even know if I'm going to post this video. I'm probably going to sit on it for a little bit. But I can't sit idly by. I can't continue to live in the privilege of saying nothing, looking the other way. I can't do that. And if that means losing subscribers and followers, I don't give a fuck. I don't have that many to begin with, and that's not what I'm here for. It's just so disheartening. And for those of you that are experiencing similar struggles, watching what's going on, waking up to the reality, thank you. Solidarity matters, and it's important. To those of you that are part of marginalized communities, if you're queer, trans, non-binary, if you're black or brown, a person of color, an indigenous person, I'm sorry for how long. I'm 49 years old. I'm sorry for how much of my life I have not actively fought for you to have the same rights that I do, that I've ignored the privilege that I have and haven't used my voice. I think that's it. I just wanted to get it off my shoulders, off my chest, and get it out there. Peace.